the mindset of the individual. So speak personally. Have
Sorry,
what?
your sister talking about the roof on fire.
No, the people upstairs are playing the strangest music
Oh,
and sound like they got the kids on the balcony have playing a Kinsierra band.
oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
You forgot the strangest history with upstairs neighbors. We ain't even get into it.
Actually,
Yeah.
the lady that was there, the last lady before these people, she was there for a few years. And she was very quiet. It was just a little old lady by herself, minding her good self business. And then she had to up and die in the apartment. And then
They don't make. I just said the strangest history, and then you said she died in the apartment
she did, but she was quiet though.
because she
Before
was
died.
dead.
Before she died.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Sarita, but she threw me off with that one.
However, I do think that it doesn't say love everybody unconditional.
No, I'm only referring to, like, as we've been talking about, like when you get into a relationship, as I meet you and we decide that we're gonna move forward, that kind of unconditional situation. Like, but that's what I'm referring to in terms of that. Yeah.
Comes full circle to the same thing because for me, I could date a dude that I met at Dunkin' Donuts, and I can also sit next to a king. It doesn't change who I am or what I offer him or what he offers me. If he is providing for me where I lack, then he's enriching me. Period. Now, it would be different if I said, "Oh, the only reason why I need you is for finances." Then that's an exchange, like she said earlier. However, if you choose to take care of me, you choose to take level, then that doesn't mean that that's the only reason why I'm here. I still want the same love, the same connection, the same agreement from day one. When we had nothing all the way up to when we have everything. Either way, the lifestyle for me does not matter because it should go hand in hand. Anything less is borderline.
Well, I mean, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of getting to that. I mean, I'm gonna speak from a male standpoint. It's kind of feeling like that. Like, it's hard to get into situations now where they're like, where it's not a situation where the expectation off top is like, take care of everything, and then we'll see what I do on the back end or see how I feel on the back end. But it's kind of starting to feel like prostitution at its finest.
But has it ever been different? Or is it just the presentation that's been reached? Because if you go back to time, it's been that.
It has been that. But I also want to go back to what you guys were talking about before, where you're like, I can take care of myself. So for people to now put the stipulation upon it, I'll love you unconditionally, or I'll love you all the way if you can do this. But if you're telling me I've been fine for you, how all of a sudden you now need me to outdo you for you to love me the way you want me to love you?
But you don't have to outdo, lighten my load a little bit. Otherwise, why fucking you?
Okay.
And that's why I said it's not just, it's also how are your loyalty. Like, what are you bringing to me? Not necessarily financially. Again, I can take care of myself financially. Now, lightening the load and we lighten each other's load, but it's what can you bring to me? And I also think it's also the mindset of the individual. So speak personally. Have
Sorry.
what?
Your sister talking about the roof on fire.
No, the people upstairs are playing the strangest music
Oh,
and sound like they got the kids on the balcony playing a quinceañera band.
oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
You forgot the strangest history with upstairs neighbors. We ain't even getting into it.
Actually,
Yeah.
the lady that was there, the last lady before these people, she was there for a few years, and she was very quiet. It was just a little old lady by herself, minding her good self business, and then she had to up and die in the apartment. And then
That don't make. I just said the strangest history, and then you said she died in the apartment.
she did, but she was quiet though.
Because she
Before
was
died.
dead.
Before she died.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Sarita, but she threw me off with that one.
And she threw me off too. That's all. What is going on? What
I had
is happening?
flashbacks with beefing with neighbors.
I
Sorry.
heard. Here's the check. Okay. Like I said,
Lightning loads.
lightning loads. Yes, kind of like my load. I appreciate that. Bring that. Yes, please do.
Okay,
But
don't say it like that. That just made it sound bad.
The only person that took it there was Yuki. Everybody else
Right.
walked right
Yeah,
past
yeah.
that shit.
I didn't mean it like that. Not at all. But I feel it's like Melissa said, it's a choice. So every day I love you, whether it's a good day for you, a bad day for you, a semi, like I'm here for you and vice versa. And I know that, and I'm going into that, okay, there's some days where you just ain't gonna have it to be that person want you to be. Like there's gonna be some days where I'm gonna have to pick up the load a little bit, and it's gonna be some days where you gotta pick up the load. It's a conversation, a give and take. And I think that a lot of get the short end of the stick. It's the women out there, and some equal opportunity.
I
It's
don't want to
some
speak.
men out there.
Yeah.
There's
I don't want to
some
speak.
men out there. What? Huh?
Sorry, I don't want to speak in. I don't want to speak in absolutes, and I don't want to use the word fair.
Okay.
So
There
go ahead.
are some men out there when they're in relationships. It's what can you financially bring to me, and if you can't do that, then this. But then again, there's those who are we do for each other, whether it be by financially, emotionally, spiritually, is, and that's what we wake up to choose to do every day. The issue is those ones who only want to take, 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 take. A lot of people encounter those people, so it kind of taints them and their mindset. All you're here to do is take, 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 and that's what society has brought it made for years, though, not just in our generation, but for
No.
past. Is what can the man is the provider? What can he do for me? And if he can't, then let me go find somebody else. And I feel like
Mr.
are
Coffee.
quicker to just be like, can't do for me, so let's go, instead of some of those older generations who was like, all right, Mr. Coffee, let me do a little tweaking, let me do a little bit, see where we can go, see if we can make this work, have these conversations, like let's talk about this. Did I not plug you in all the way? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like,
is there enough water in you, Mr. Coffee?
Right. Do I pour a little bit more water into you? Do I need to rinse you off a little better? Do I need to make sure you're dry? Like, what do we need to do, Mr. Coffee, to kind of get this? But like I said, now I feel like because of that, that's a dying breed, and the take, and society is like, well, that's what it is. So I think it's a mind it's a perspective and a mind and how you think and how you wake up. Because when like at least for me, when I think of being in a relationship and being in love, it's I wake up to like I choose you every day. I know what comes with choosing you, and I'm still gonna do it. God damn it, Melissa.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
But yeah, that's how I feel.
She naughty. She already on my head. I ain't got it. They about to go away again. Told you.
And it did. God dog.
She already on my helmet. I can't fuck with her. And I can't talk shit. I didn't expect my camera to die. I didn't expect the battery on my camera to die. But it shit is gone.
Oh.
Nighty night.
Nighty night. That shit, I looked over and saw the battery flashing, and I was like, "Yeah, it's over."
Right.
This shit is
Had a Curry moment like night.
Man, did it ever? It hit that 3 and was like, "We going to the bench." But no. Her name is up. We'll see.
Oh, there she goes.
Hey.
Man, that's how.
Yeah. No, I was just curious and wondering. Oh, Kiana, this is a whole different thing. We were talking about families. Kiana, you heard I got a vasectomy. I'm never having kids. So anyway, moving forward.
I'm not surprised by that.
Nobody should be.
Okay.
I wasn't. I just had hope.
For what?
I don't know why.
Exactly. You were there the last time we had all this shit played out. And saw how traumatized that was.
Look here. As a female who has been sterilized, I had kids, but I don't in my life ever.
The best part is, like, I did it right after we finished talking about how y'all said kids were the ghetto.
They are.
Y'all said kids was living in Richmond, and then when I told Sarita, she was like, "How could you?"
I did. Deep down inside, I already knew like this was never going to happen.
Everybody knew.
No, but I feel like this is another double standard in America. A man can get neutered, no kids, no nothing, and it's like, boom, okay, you want to do this? Let's do it, boom. But as a female, there are a bunch of conditions that the medical community feel I need to meet. Do you already have children? Are you of this age? So if I want to just say, look, I don't want none, go on, spay me, and let me live my best life. There's a whole bunch of standards and things that I have to meet. Oh, well, you don't have but one kid. You better hold off because, but yet if I was a man and I'm like, I ain't got no kids.
Well,
I think none. Get the scissors and come on.
Well, I think the catch with that is that you can't undo it for you. So, like, if all of a sudden you decide you want more kids, there's no going back for you.
Yeah, you can. I can hide.
If you tie them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. They made it clear to me. They were like, you can go back, but this one is going to cost you more if you decide to undo this. So I'm like, you ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, but as like I said, as a woman, it's like
it's also far more dangerous for you guys too.
So it's childbirth.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, in the reproductive world, the processes are more dangerous for us as a whole. Right. So I don't think that should be any different because, I love my child to death, but I damn near died trying to get him here.
Big fact.
I feel like at this point, I should be allowed to say, look,
I'm done.
Can you go ahead and, help a sister out? But it's like they would be like, well, you only have one child. That's not enough. Well, says who? Raise your hand if you almost died. Yeah. So it's like, I just feel like there comes, as an able-bodied, sound mind adult, if a male, my counterpart, same age, if we both went to the doctor's office at whatever age, if he can have the wherewithal to say, hey, look.
Oh, we don't even have to go to the doctor.
But that's what I'm saying. If he can have the wherewithal,
they sent me a 5-minute video and was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Yeah, but if my male counterpart can have the sound mind and wherewithal to say, "Look, I'm good," and they be like, "Okay, cool," I feel like I should be given the same, because as a woman, we're like, it's brainwashed to us that we have to grow up and we have to reproduce and we have to do all these things.
I
So
mean,
it's like,
I wouldn't say. I mean, not to cut you off. Go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
so it's like if I even knowing all that, it's like if I can say, I don't care what y'all say I'm supposed to do. I don't wanna. Let me make that decision and respect that. I mean, they making babies in labs. They got surrogates. There's all. If I change my mind later, there's ways that I can adopt. I can still have a child. You know
Right.
what I mean? So expecting me to hold off because if I got 7 kids, you just gonna keep on reproducing. Well, pick your struggle. Either let me say I don't want no more, or if I have 9 million, because that's the way my body works, and I just got to get it in 19 times a week. Respect that. Either way. So I don't know. I just think for women, it's a whole nother beast.
Yeah, it was pretty simple for me. They were like, I called my doctor, and he was like, "You don't have to call me. Here, let me send you this video."
Yeah.
And they sent me a
I can tell
form.
you firsthand.
Yeah, they sent me a form, and they were like, "Sign here. We'll set you an appointment."
Yeah.
I will say they don't give a fuck about us once we leave. Like you guys' aftercare, your aftercare is way better. Because nigga, they cut me open and was like, "All right, nigga, get out."
No. So as someone, yeah, it's a simple for y'all men. It's a simple referral. Y'all go. We send you a video.
Yeah, it was a
Appointment. You come in. For women, you have to come. So you got It's a whole deal before we even send the referral.
yeah. That because I thought it was a whole process for me, and I reached out to my doctor, set up an appointment. He was like, "You don't have to talk to me." He was like, "Let me send you this video via internet, via YouTube of all places." And it was like he was like, "Watch it, understand it." He was like, "Then if you want to make an appointment, click the link at the bottom." That was literally how it went. And then I got another phone call, and they were like, "Cool, or what day are you available? This might take a couple weeks to get you set." And then somebody called me and was like, "We can get you in 3 weeks." Because I talked to you guys. I talked to you guys New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine done 2 days after Valentine's Day. So there you go. But I will say they are heartless when it comes to getting your shit done because they pulled my insides out, hit it with a laser, and was like, "All right, nigga, enjoy that ride home."
At least we get a little aftercare. We get to lay there for a little bit. You can make sure you come out of anesthesia.
My doctor was like, "Hey, you took that like a champ. The nurse will be in with your ice pack." That's literally how that shit went. He was like, "Hey," he was like, "Most of the times we have to do this, like we have to talk to these people." He was like, "You just breathed and moved on." But that's literally how it goes. They walk in with your little to-go bag. Here's your ice pack. Here's your gauze. Here's your cup for when you got to come back so we can check your stuff. We'll see you in 3 months. But that was it. And that fucking numbing agent wore off on the ride home, and that ride home sucked. So there wasn't no aftercare. Aftercare was on me.
That is tough. I had mine done during my C-section, during my last C-section. I was like, yeah, go ahead and chop that up. The backstory is that I had a cool ass obstetrician slash gynecologist, and she knew that I was in a domestic violence marriage. And so for me, I got mine done before the requirement is either 3 children. I was in Virginia, so it's either 3 children. You had to be the age of 25, I believe, and it was neither. She actually forged my paperwork and made it seem like my twins were two different because it had to be 3 individual births. So she basically did not mention that to qualify me to be able to have the procedure done, so it would cover her ass and cover my ass. But yeah, I knew absolutely not that I wanted to keep reproducing with Ike Turner. I wasn't interested. Get somebody.
Yeah, goddamn. But yeah, no.
But that lady felt sorry enough for me because of how I looked when I would come in the office, or because she would see how we would interact in public. So she knew what was up. And of course, told her, because I was pregnant. So I had to confide in her a bit. So yeah, she was on point with that. Because she understood, and I thank God for her to this day, because I can't even imagine having no more kids.
Like, I'm gonna steer clear of the whole Roe v. Wade debate. I'm not even gonna bring that to my channel right now. I ain't got enough followers to talk shit. But I've always found it very strange that women will be like, oh, childbirth is the hardest thing ever, and then force somebody else to have a child. And I'm like, didn't you just tell me that shit was the craziest thing you've ever been through? And
What you want with your body?
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm gonna stay clear of it. But I've always just been like, ever since like I kind of had the understanding of it, like the conversation, I'm like, that's always been wild because like to see somebody go through childbirth, you like, yo, that shit is not fun. Like, but when it comes down to it, y'all then turn around and be like, well, you need to have this child. You just told me this shit drove you insane. But you gonna force somebody else to do it? And I get the whole personal responsibility shit, but at the same time, stay the fuck out of people's business.
Mm-hmm.
You right.
Stay tuned for part 2 on YouTube and Spotify. Like and subscribe.